Greetings and welcome to Cooking with Squirrel. Today we're going to have another cause video. We're going to interview and feed BetterALife, learn more about her and the organization a little bit later. Before we get too far into things, if you don't mind, give me a subscribe if you like my recipe videos, if you like these cause videos, and let's get into cooking this 5-course meal and learning more about BetterALife. Behold today's squirrel shirt. This is the reindeer and squirrel equivalent of a jackalope, I think. All right, our first dish today is going to be bacon-wrapped fondant potatoes. This recipe is from Poppy Cooks. I'll leave a link to her recipe in the description. It's done with some homemade turkey stock that's cooking down. It's wrapped in bacon with some rosemary stuck through it to hold the bacon in place. They're just going to be luxurious, and let's take a peek at them now as they're cooking. And you can see that liquid's starting to cook down, and we'll be popping these out of here in about 15 minutes. All right, so our fondant potatoes are done. They've cooked all of the turkey stock out, and they're ready to plate, and we're gonna do that right now. Oh, that looks so good. I am pulling the rosemary out because it's done its job. I just made a mess on my plate. Give it a little wipe down. Sprinkle of salt. Good old parsley garnish. Not super fancy, but it's ready to go. Here is our first course. This is the bacon-wrapped fondant potatoes. Please dig in and let me know what you think.
They look fabulous.
Thank you.
Hot.
No. You can wait to eat anymore.
Really good.
Good. Guess we could have let them rest a little bit longer.
But they're very good.
Good. Since they're hot, do you want to go ahead and do the first question?
Sure.
Tell us who you are and what you represent.
I'm Elizabeth Ford. I'm the founder and owner of BetterALife. We are a local nonprofit. The focus is feeding hungry children. We started in 2016 going to the schools because if the child was 2 lunch counts past due, they would get cut off. And so they weren't supposed to have any more food.
Oof.
And so they go to lunchtime and they can't eat. So we started paying out past due lunch counts and putting positive balances on. And now we still go to schools, but we also go door to door.
Wow, that is really, really good. Okay, so feel free to finish the rest of your fondant potatoes, and we will start on the next course.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Our next course is going to be 4-cheese ravioli. It's going to be ricotta, low moisture, full fat mozzarella, Parmigiano Reggiano, and Pecorino Romano, along with a little bit of lemon zest and an egg as a binder and some salt and pepper. So we're gonna cut some rounds. All right, time to fill these. Our raviolis are filled. We're gonna get them in to boil and hopefully they don't explode. Our raviolis are floating, which usually means they're done. So we're going to garnish with some pesto and our sun-dried tomato bruschetta, a little sprinkle of salt. And we're ready to serve. Your next course is the 4-cheese filled ravioli with basil pesto and a sun-dried tomato bruschetta on top. Please enjoy.
Thank you. Can't wait to try this one. That was really good.
Awesome.
You did phenomenal.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, definitely worth the effort.
Awesome.
Our next question is, can you give us an idea of some of the activities or programs that your organization is involved in now or maybe in the near future?
Absolutely. So our programs now are still going to the schools. We help the schools with any financial needs that the parents are looking for, such as Uber cars to get to the food pantries, school supplies for the school for the students that come in without because they just don't have the funds to buy them.
Right.
As you know, school supplies is insanely expensive.
Yeah.
And then also if there's a parent that's reaching out looking for help and they don't know where to go, they'll refer them to BetterALife, and we get to help them that way. Another thing we do is we go door to door. Because like I said, they need Uber cards because they can't get to the food.
Yeah.
So we make sure that we provide that. We go door to door to them directly and provide that food. We do Thanksgiving meals to make sure they've got full hams and everything that they need to go with it. We had a donor give 20 meals this year so we could help the people that can't cook. So we helped a man who has lymphoma, for example, and actually had just had his chemo that weekend before. And then some elderly and a few other people that just can't do it. So that was a real blessing to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Christmas, same thing. Meals again, full hams, or gift cards if they do turkey, if they don't eat pork. We're versatile that way. And then we did a toy drive. We have about $7,000 worth of toys that got donated this year, all brand new. So there is not a child that will go without a toy or multiple toys this year, which is phenomenal.
Very good.
Our future programs that we're implementing right now is Growth for a Life, where we have a mentoring one-on-one at the food pantry that we're opening so that children can really reach out to somebody who knows maybe something they're interested in trades, for our older kids,
Right.
or just homework help, or that person to talk to for the younger kids, as well as Cook for a Life, which your program would be phenomenal in.
Yeah.
Because we're, a lot of the kids, like myself, I grew up without, until my 20s, and so up to my 20s, I'd never handled raw meat.
Wow.
And so the first time you handle raw meat, you don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And I thought it was like TV, so I put these chicken drumsticks in a pan. Didn't do anything, no oil, anything. Put the pan in the oven, came out so burnt. Couldn't even get the drumsticks off the pan.
Yeah.
It was bad. And so from there I realized, well, I'm not the only one like that.
Right.
And there's a lot of people that are like that, and they just don't understand what to do.
Right.
So the Cook for a Life program will help the children get day-to-day essentials on what to do with the food that we provide them, as well as the parents, and we will provide the food that we teach them how to cook so they can take that home and use those skills at home.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very cool.
Thank you.
So if you'd like to finish your meal, I'll go start on your next course.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next course is going to be a Salmon Encroute, which is a puff pastry wrapped fillet of salmon with creamed spinach, and that'll be wrapped up in the puff pastry and baked. So let's get this put together. Preheat the oven will probably help. 425. We're going to trim our salmon to actually fit in this thing. Let's get our filling down first with our salmon. Perfect. Salt. And a little pepper. Yep. We need to get some vents in here. Let's see what we can do in the form of a crimp. Like Chef John says, crimping ain't easy. I'm pleased with that, and now we need an egg wash. And what do all egg wash things need? Sprinkle of salt. Oh, it is pretty.
Oh, yeah. That's gorgeous.
All right, our salmon Encroute has finished resting. We're gonna get it off of the pan onto a cutting board. Get it sliced. Oh, that looks so good. All right, and our third course is the Salmon Encroute.
This
Please enjoy.
It looks amazing. I cannot wait. Oh, you hear that crunch? That's my favorite part. I hear the crunch. Oh, that's good.
Awesome.
Wow, holy cow, that's really good. You did amazing.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Good enough to make it home?
Yeah.
That's when people say they're gonna make something I've made again. That's another huge compliment. So very cool.
I will definitely be trying this one at home.
Very good.
Yes.
So as a food-oriented charity and me being a food-oriented person, how can I specifically, as Squirrel of Cooking with Squirrel, help your organization?
So volunteering would be phenomenal. As I was saying earlier, the children don't get a lot of exposure to food and how to safely prepare food, how to fully cook food, and to know when that food is done, right? As well as to safely handle food.
Right.
So somebody with your skill set and passion for food could really show them how to take simple foods that are everyday foods and make it into something amazing as part of our Cook for a Life program.
Right.
When we go, like I said, we're going to have that in the pantry, and as we go out door to door and do it in the parking lots, literally in the parking lots, for the children to come out and learn and just have that experience.
I will 100% do that. I will come out and I will help teach where necessary, and I would also love to just cook some meals for people as well. Yes. So I'm definitely going to be involved, and maybe we can do a follow-up video or something along those lines with some of that. That sounds amazing to me. So,
thank you.
Thank you. Go ahead and finish up your meal. I'll go work on the next course, and yeah, enjoy.
Thank you.
We're gonna start on the fourth course, which is going to be a Salvadoran style chorizo stuffed chicken with a cream mushroom sauce. First thing we will do is we will poke a hole in the chicken on the fat end, trying to keep the knife level with the chicken, and we're going to carefully work the blade out towards the edges, but only as far as we feel comfortable without cutting through. Also, don't cut your finger while you're checking. Don't try this at home, kids. Now let's see if we can actually get this stuff in here without making a giant mess. It's not pretty, but I think it's working. Into the oven we go. I think that'll work great. Let's plate. Sauce around the edge a little. That is quite lovely. Mushroom cream sauce. Got a line of red through it. Very good. Let us feed this to Elizabeth. And our fourth course is the Salvadoran chorizo stuffed chicken with a cream mushroom sauce topped with some red Fresno chilies.
Wow.
Please enjoy.
Wow. It's too pretty to eat.
No such thing.
I know. Okay, this...
Would you like a knife?
No, I won't need a knife. See? You cooked it perfectly. There's no need for a knife. I don't even know if I want the sauce. Well, I'm going to put the sauce on because it's all going to go together. Right, that's probably going to be too big, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it. It's really good.
Awesome.
Now this, I have to make at home too. I need the information for the sausage.
I can do that.
Oh my goodness, and the chicken is super tender. As you see, I did not need a knife at all.
Very good.
It's just phenomenal. You are something else.
I am a squirrel.
That can cook.
A squirrel that can cook, yes. Our fourth question today is, how did COVID impact your operations and or ongoing operations?
I was a little bit of the opposite from the norm. Because I'm a nonprofit and I feed the hungry, it increased. It increased in actually multiple ways. It increased in people needing food, you know, on a extreme level. You know, they weren't working or they couldn't work because their kids no longer were in school. There was a lot of poverty that got hit. On the other hand, there was a lot more giving because people knew the poverty that was happening. And they knew the kids weren't eating, and they knew that there was so much need, and they gave so much more, I would say at least 3 times more than what they would normally give because they knew the need. And so it was just as simple as just saying, hey, I've got this extra family, and they were like, how much? So it really increased. It set us up to, of course, now open the pantry and go on a much broader scale than where we were at. And so we went from, you know, the schools to about 100 lunches a week to 200 and growing every single week. So it's definitely opened up a lot more doors for us to continue to grow, continue to feed, but shown us how much more need there is in the world. And it was heartbreaking.
The fact that people are giving more really does give me some hope for humanity, though.
It does.
You know, that's good to hear that, you know, we don't always see, as the average person who's maybe not doing what you're doing every day, we maybe only see the negative side of things, and knowing that there was some positive in there is good to hear.
Yes.
That's excellent. I'm glad that you're here and you're doing what you're doing. It's a great thing that you're doing, and I look forward to helping out as much as I can. So
Thank you so much.
Enjoy the rest of your dish, and I will
Thank you for
go.
feeding me. This is the opposite
Yeah?
of what I do, so this is great.
I mean, it seems like you deserve to be fed once in a while if you're feeding everyone else. So, of all the people I've had here, you might be the most deserving of being fed. So,
Thank you so much. Well, I'm going to enjoy this because
you
this
enjoy,
is
and I
good.
will go work on your dessert.
Thank you.
Our 5th and final course is dessert, of course. We're going to do a quesadilla Salvadoran. This is not the quesadilla we think of here in the US or in Mexico. This is a dessert kind of cake situation. So we're gonna do a little bit of the cake, we're gonna do some mango, we're gonna do some strawberry, and a little bit of whipped cream, and just gonna do super light. Slice some of this up, a pretty piece. Nice little mango riffle, some whipped cream. I like it. Let's serve dessert. All right, our 5th and final course is, of course, dessert. There it is. Quesadilla with strawberries and mango and some whipped cream with a little vanilla and organic sugar. Please enjoy. It's very simple because we've had so many rich things so far today.
I cannot wait. This is gorgeous.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll try and get a little bit of everything on here. It works very well.
Awesome.
Yes. The semi-sweet with the sweet fruit brings it out.
Nice. So our 5th and final question is the usual question. How can the viewers of this video help?
Donations are always important. So on our website, they can donate online. Volunteers are always important. So I don't want people to downplay the difference between a donation and a volunteer at all. They're both as equally important. One, you know, just keeps finances going and the business going. The other one keeps the business moving.
Yeah.
Right? So volunteers that really inspire to want to help a child grow or teach a new skill to a teenager. Teenagers especially because they aren't as cute as the little ones, and so they tend to get put to the side a little bit more. They also don't speak out as much. We had one boy, he was homeless for 5 months.
Oh.
And finally at the end of 5 months he came and he told his coaches, he's like, look, I've been sleeping outside.
Oh.
And it's because he was 18 and his mom just couldn't take he had a lot of depression.
Yeah.
And mom couldn't take it. And so she's like, you gotta go, I can't do it. So he was still going to school every day. I mean, this young man has some strength.
Very impressive.
But they're quiet because they're embarrassed to have, remember being a teenager.
Yeah.
It's not easy, especially in school.
Yep.
It's not easy, and so they don't speak out. So the mentor program is really key to getting volunteers to help them speak, and help them grow and continue staying in school, such as this boy is. He's still in school. We're helping him. We feed him, and he knows whatever he needs, he gets. And so that program is huge. The cooking program is huge. And then, just going door to door to tell them that they are cared for and they're not forgotten. That's what we can do.
I will obviously put your website in the description for everybody to get access to that donation link if they want to. And I assume on the website there's ways to find out about volunteering there as well.
Yes, there's ways to volunteer online that shows the upcoming events that are happening. And my subscribe link, I just email out once a month what's going on that month. So if anybody wants to volunteer on any of those activities, they get that email.
Excellent.
Yes.
All right. Well, it was an absolute pleasure having you here.
Likewise.
And thank you so much for coming. And please enjoy the rest of your dessert. And I look forward to doing some cooking for BetterALife and teaching some people some cooking skills as well. So this has been amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to eat this because this is good. Oh, it's so good.
So I'd really like to thank BetterALife for coming today. It was an amazing shoot. You can find all of their information down in the description. Please consider doing all the YouTube things. Leave us a like if you enjoyed this content. Leave a comment. Let us know what you thought about BetterALife and their mission, or maybe one of the dishes today. Just give us a chat. Any of the recipes that I used someone else's recipe for will be in the description, so I'll put those links there as well. If you have it within your power, either volunteer hours or monetarily, please consider helping out BetterALife today. I'm definitely going to. I've already donated $100 to them directly, and I'm obviously, based on today's conversation, I'm going to get involved with teaching cooking and cooking some food for people in need. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Filling, which is very watery. The one that I thought was going to explode didn't explode, which is nice.
Yeah, it's a plus.
We'll let you finish what's in your mouth first.
Yes.
Okay. Just gone. Damn. Yeah. Need more of that bang in me. Wait, that doesn't sound good at all.
That's right, we're going to recording now.
Lost it. I was doing so good.